Hello there. This lesson number 2 is going to be about selection. So if I take my cursor and I click on the first bar, it selects the whole bar. If you want to just select the rest, you could hit escape twice or just click anywhere on the white score. That deselects everything. I'm going to just click on the rest, and I'm going to push shift right arrow. And you can see I'm moving forward only the distance of a quarter note until I get to the whole rest. I'm going to click on the quarter rest again. This time I'm going to push down shift and command and right arrow. And you'll see I'm moving forward a whole bar. So when you push command with another control key, it means a little more. It'll do just a little more than normal. And I'll show you how that works in another way a little later. Now let's say I want to select the last two bars and repeat them. I'm going to push shift and click. And I'm going to push R for repeat. And you see it repeated the two bars. If I put notes in there, I'm going to select here and use option and click and put a note in here. And if you push R, it repeats the notes and any symbols, but it doesn't repeat the repeat sign. Now there's another selection which is in purple, and it's called a system passage selection, which will become very important and useful to you. I'm going to undo some of this. Now let's say I wanted to delete the last two bars. I'm pushing command and shift, and you see instead of a light blue it's a purple number, and if I want to increase this I'll push shift and click. And now if I push delete, those last two bars disappeared. Now another cool thing about this is I'm going to push command and click again on the first ending, shift click to increase the distance of the selection, and now I'm going to push R for repeat. Watch what happens. It duplicated the notes, the chord symbol, and the first ending, which is really awesome and super useful at times. The next selection I use is called a scrolling selection, and I'm going to push command and scroll from right to left to pick up the two chord changes. Now if I use the right arrow key, I'm moving both of them to the right. There's another selection. Now I'm going to use command, and instead of scrolling, I'm going to click on these two chord changes I just inputted. Command, click, click. And now I'm going to use the right arrow to move them over. And I use that for fine adjustment. To deselect them, you could push escape twice or click any place on the white palette here. There's also non-contiguous selection, which I'll show you now. I could use command, click on the G6, and click on the G6 here. And let's say it was the incorrect chord, I could delete the two of them at once. I'm going to undo that now. So that means when you use command and click, you don't have to click on things in a row or in succession. You could click on things non-contiguous. I'm using the up arrow. Pretty cool. Here's a handy tool not a lot of people that use Sibelius know about. If you select a bar with notes in it, and you push Shift and Option, and you push the right key, you could expand the bar. If you push the left key while pushing Shift and Alt, it makes the bar smaller. This is very useful when you have a lot of chord changes and they're crowded in together, or you're using lyrics and you want to expand this space a little. Now I'm going to select this first bar again. And now if I use Shift, Option, and Command, you'll see that the bar will expand much quicker. Distance-wise, it expands a little more. I just pushed Shift, Option, Command, and right arrow 4 times. I'll do it backwards now. Now I'm going to let my finger off of Command, so I'm just holding down Shift and Option. And you see it goes in much smaller increments. Now I'll push Command again. So as I said, Command means you're doing something a little bit more. Well, that concludes my lesson on selections. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video lesson on selections in Sibelius.